You're getting emotional.
I'm sorry you're a condescending person who hasn't been paying attention to what I do.
Okay.
Stop, guys.
All right, folks, we've got a wild clip today coming from a recent CNN panel where there was a heated exchange between Neera Tanden and resident douchebag Scott Jennings. Finally, someone did the obvious in calling out the hypocrisy of him being totally fine with January 6th, rioters getting pardoned, but then turns around and advocating for people who damaged Teslas to be shipped off into concentration camps. The hypocrisy is off the charts. But before we react to the clip, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more breakdowns like this.
So doubtful it's Republicans attacking Tesla dealerships around the country. It's pretty wild, actually. The other night, Donald Trump said these are domestic terrorists. Everybody laughed about it and scoffed at it. That video looks like terrorism to me. I mean, it's obviously an organized, coordinated effort, however people are communicating with each other, to do this to people around the country who chose to buy a Tesla at some point in the past, many of whom I'm sure are Democrats who bought them in the first place, all because their entire political worldview is ruled by their emotions. And that's the American left right now. It is one angry mob after another willing to take things into their own hands, up to and including keying, firebombing, and otherwise vandalizing cars and car dealerships and charging stations. It's outrageous. It is terrorism. People ought to be put in jail and left there.
I mean, Scott Jennings has to be one of the most pathetic political hacks on TV. This man had no problem minimizing an actual attack on the Capitol. He spent years excusing it, downplaying it, pretending like it wasn't a big deal. But now, because Tesla is being protested, he suddenly turns into the biggest law and order guy on the planet. It's laughable.
For a very long time and be taught a lesson.
So when they do it to a Tesla dealership, it's really bad. But when they do it to the halls of Congress, we should pardon them. Is that your position?
No, I've never. I don't
Are
support.
you okay with the January 6th pardons?
I know you haven't been around for a while, so let me educate you about my position about January the 6th.
I'm so sorry.
Let me educate you.
No, you don't need to patronize
No, you don't need to. You don't need to be condescending to me. So let me educate you about my position. You want to attack me? Let me finish it. Let me finish it. Let me finish.
Let's do this. January 6th, and then Neera.
He wasn't expecting Neera Tanden to actually call him out. He thought he could just sit there, throw out some Republican talking points, and skate by like he always does. Jennings is the perfect example of a Republican who doesn't actually believe in anything. He doesn't care about law and order. He doesn't care about crime. And he sure as hell doesn't care about consistency. He cares about protecting powerful people like Elon Musk while demonizing anyone who dares to challenge them. He stammers, deflects, and then, because he has zero argument, he just pretends Neera is making things up. It's a classic right-wing strategy. When you get caught in your own hypocrisy, just lie and hope nobody notices.
You're getting emotional.
I'm sorry you're a condescending person who hasn't been paying attention to what I do.
Stop, guys.
So here's the issue. I didn't support what happened on January the 6th and was one of the first Republicans to call it out. I don't support the pardons. I have repeatedly, just like my friend Ashley here, said that no violence in our political system is acceptable. But this right here, what's going on with a guy who helps our country, who runs successful companies, who doesn't have to be doing this, and now one of his companies is under systematic terroristic threat and violence all over the country, and people seem to be laughing about it or fine with it. It's outrageous. I've sat at this table and had people say, we should cut Elon Musk from the government totally. He rescued our astronauts today. Is that what we want? The treatment of this guy is outrageous. These people who are doing this need to be found, put in jail, and made an example of. That's my point.
Anyone who commits violence against Tesla or Congress or anyone else should be put in jail, 1,000%. But that should not stifle dissent or opposition from Elon Musk.
Give it a little lip service. Give it a little both sides. Go ahead.
We're both sides here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say that people are legitimately upset. They're legitimately upset at Elon Musk, and they're doing it on their own, but there is no reason to have violence in the country. But I just wish all of us would support criticism of, or would support punishing people who are violent wherever they are.
For what I understand, the Teslas will fall apart if you just leave them alone anyway. Yeah. There's nothing really anybody really needs to do about it. Just drive them enough. Eventually, the things will start to just fall off the side. From what I've read, allegedly.
So there it is, Scott Jennings, once again proving he has no real argument beyond protect the billionaires. It's honestly wild how easily he exposed himself, and yet CNN will keep putting him on like he has anything of value to say. The real question is, are they even trying to push back against right-wing propaganda anymore? Or are they just letting these guys say whatever they want? But I want to hear from you. What did you think of this exchange? Did Neera go far enough, or should she have been even harsher? Let me know in the comments. And while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.